welcome to child psychology, or at least our syllabus, and here we are. This is our front page, and as you can see, I'm identifying who I am and telling you all my contact information. Remember, it's always important to stay in touch. If there's ever any question you have, or you need to let me know if you're not going to be in class, there it is. You have text information, my text number, my phone number, and my email. They're my office hours, and I'd like to see you come by during office hours if you like. Okay, right down here is our description of the course and our purpose. You want to make sure you read through that. It's interesting. It would be good to know what you're about to study. And here are our student learning objectives and my particular objectives of transformative learning. So as you read through the course objectives, it's important to know what you're going to study. That's just kind of the basics of it. Looks like 8 easy steps. That's what we're learning. Transformative learning that's my personal teaching philosophy. So why I put those in there is so that you know what is it I'm really looking forward for you to develop. Okay, it's very important that we look at psychology in particular to help us develop personally, to understand ourselves, to understand other people, to understand how to get along with other people. And as you can see there, in those objectives, that it's good to know how to express yourself and also to listen to other people express themselves. All right, let's roll down. And that's our textbook, John Stantrock's Children. That's a relatively new text. We just started using it in the fall. It's really good. I think you're going to find that to be interesting. And here's our final grade breakdown. And as you can see, we have 16 reading quizzes, some literature reviews, some observations, some tests, and then a final exam. And you also see their participation, and that is particularly important, a good part of the grade. So here are our quizzes, 16 quizzes. What that means is every time we read a chapter, you'll have a reading quiz on it. And so as you can see, it's multiple choice, 10 points each. 10 points each for the whole quiz. So you want to make sure you read the chapter clearly, understand, and then take the quizzes. These are connect quizzes. What that means is that you will need a connect account. When you buy your textbook, it will give you that code, and then you can just take the quizzes through Blackboard and connect. Okay, roll down here, literature reviews. Or observations. Okay, at the end of the syllabus, there's more explanation. There it is, of what those child observations require. So, as we're reading and discussing things in class, we're talking about principles. Child observations give us an opportunity to see how real people are exemplifying what we're talking about in class. The literature reviews are about the literature, which is research, psychology research. So we're understanding what the textbook says. We're seeing what children are actually doing with our child's observations. And then it's important also to understand what our research is telling us about how children develop and the psychology of children. So you're going to be reading those and using a little critical thinking to deal with that. Each unit will also have a test. The unit is 3 or 4 chapters, and there'll be a test at the end of that. The tests are essay tests. So you'll take the material that we have discussed in class and that you've read about, and you'll answer an essay question. Okay? So I think that pretty much takes care of it. At the end of the whole thing, we'll have a little short cumulative exam, and it'll be really easy, only 30 points. So that leaves us with participation, and that's an important part of the grade. That's about 10%. What this means is it's important to participate. Of course, if you're not in attendance, you can't participate. So the attendance is important. Anytime that you're not going to be in class, you have to let me know beforehand. Not only should you let me know, but you should also let me know if you don't have an opportunity beforehand. Make sure you let me know where you were afterwards. Okay, that's not something that I should have to hunt you down and find out. Participation points are important, and so if you're not in attendance, you can't have participation points, so you need to let me know where you are. Participation is particularly important, and as you can see down below, there's a section called required time on task. You should look through that because that's what I expect for you for each day. Now I know that sometimes people are quiet, you don't feel like you want to say anything, you like to just sit there and learn, but that's okay as long as you're paying attention and you're part of the class. Okay, so as you can see here, I have, like everybody, I enjoy electronics. I like using my phone, I like using my tablet, I like my laptop, and those are good. We take notes. You can take notes on those. You can take notes in a notebook. Anything is fine. I'm not going to dictate how you are going to learn. What I would like you to do, though, is not to use your electronics or anything else. Just sit and play games or text people or do homework or write papers for another class or even for this class. Surf the web or sleep or just sit and talk to people. You need to be on task. This is an interesting class. You have been a child, so there's a lot you can say about child psychology, and so it's important that you stay on task and be part of that. Okay. If you don't, you'll find that you're losing participation points, and you get participation points every day. So you want to make sure that you stay on task. I don't mean to be mean or punitive or anything like that. I just find that people will enjoy the class better when they are paying attention and enjoying it. Okay. I think the rest of the syllabus down here is stuff you'd see in anybody else's syllabus. It's just the policies of the school and electronic devices and children on campus and support and disability act policy and stuff like that. I think what you want to look at down here, my lecture and reading schedule, which is a schedule of what we're doing every day. Anytime we have to miss a class, you can always look back and see what we should have been doing. Some weeks you'll see, or some classes you see, we only doing one chapter, so we're moving real quick. Most of the time, it's 2 class periods for a chapter. There's a lot of material in the book, so for that reason, we're not covering everything in the book. We're discussing. It's a discussion class, so I'll present some issues, especially with children. There's a lot of issues with children. We'll be talking about that. So as you can see, we talk about all that, and also every week it looks like you have a quiz and an written assignment. Okay, and now at the very, very bottom is our observation. So each time you have an observation, that's exactly what is expected, and you have some choices. So if you're not able to do something, there it is.